In the Wiregrass portion of the state of Alabama Veterans Memorial Stadium in Troy. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Troy Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the
The Trojans ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Georgia Southern's offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Nick, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Caught in the backfield, it's Hollins. And they're able to get him down. And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Makes the catch. It's Dallas. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's a welcome sight for this defense, man. You got 4 sacks last week. They talked about it. Getting to the quarterback, pressuring him, making him feel uncomfortable. To do it on the first drive, to set the tone, to show him we're coming just like we were last week. It's a good start by this defense.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Trojans offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right down the middle. It's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Dropping back, it's Crowder. Grabbed over the middle, it's Dortch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wide receiver going in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Dortch. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Right on the money. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to surge it in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Troy! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Bradshaw. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Bradshaw. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Catch in the middle, it's Helms. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Trojans. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll run the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's running free down the middle. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's locked. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Worley. And they swarm him under. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Give all the credit to the offensive line right there. Defense was playing a big zone coverage, and it's going to take these receivers time to find the open spot in the middle of the field. So the offensive line, especially the tackles on the outside, really good job giving the quarterback a place to step up into, hold the ball, and then find his open receiver to get a big 1st down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Showing the arm strength to the left. Caught! Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. Third down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say no, bro. I know you.
Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So an 82-yard drive there, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dallas. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. Makes a catch. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He wants to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Troy.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the second time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock. Lofts one high and deep. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 10 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Mustangs, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Veterans Memorial Stadium. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build his halftime advantage. With that, let's throw... guys, to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Oh, they're after him. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Finds his man. It's Helms. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The run inside. It's Griffin. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. That's caught. It's locked. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll move the wide receiver. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Gets the back moving. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Johnson wants to throw it. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's Dallas. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Wants to go right back downfield. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Motion from the wideout. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Trying to keep the drive alive. Knocked down inside the red zone, and they pick it up on 4th down to keep this drive moving. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! And the comeback is on. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Johnson looking to throw. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Griffin. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. Now on 2nd down. Right back to it. Maybe a crease. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Hand off from the shotgun.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Snags a quick pass on the left. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big play.
Wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's a heat. A little release to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hollins. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. This defense getting the job done, forcing a 4th down decision. A field goal would tie it. The Trojans use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. And here in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. Might have a chance. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. He's got it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of... on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete on third down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most most teams when it comes to overtime, Dave.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Complete. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Working that wide receiver screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Huge 3rd down here. A field goal will send us to another overtime, but a touchdown would win it. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to cover.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios.